Hello and welcome to episode 259 of the Nation of Conversation. I'm your host, Ryan. I always forget to introduce myself, but I'm here with a man who still doesn't remember his entrance saying.
And it was
Mike
a really
DeFazio.
good one. It was a good, just like, was
Was it?
No, it wasn't that. But it was something on that level, like sweeping the nation. Good.
It's
Like
going to be
that
in a
type of
commercial.
thing.
Good? That
Yeah.
good.
That good.
Okay.
Just
And
blank.
also here, the love of my life, Bill Cashin. How are you?
I was gonna go with a was up, but I feel like Mike has ruined it now. So
I ruined it. Ruined the was up.
Wow. We finally found it.
You could
Figured
do
out what it was.
You could do Budweiser. That was a. That's a good. That's a good.
Where's the beef? It's not going to be one.
Where's the beef?
You know, this Bud's for you.
Oh, want my baby back ribs.
Yeah, right. Other ones? I can't think of any other commercials
all the
now.
other jingles.
Any other jingles? All right, what's up? We're ready to start talking about the G1.
Mentos fresher, man.
The fresh maker?
Mentos.
I like how you didn't even put effort into singing it either.
I don't know. I just know the that's the crazy thing is I cannot retain lyrics. I've never been able to.
Can you not retain them, or do you mess them up? Like, do you mix the words?
No,
up?
I retain very little lyrics. Very, very little.
So it would be
But
bad at karaoke.
Well, karaoke, it's right in front of you. But like,
you'd be surprised how easily you can mess up karaoke even if the words are in front of you.
Well, that's true. But the 5-year-old, she listens to and just like is able to sing everything back. Like,
if I learned it before I was 14, I can still sing it today. If I try to learn a new one now, I cannot.
I can't retain that stuff. But like, she knows the Powerpuff Girls song back and forth, all songs from Sing, Shake It Off, all that stuff. But like, I've never been able to do that.
Have you had this one before? Welcome to Kid Talk, new podcast we're starting called Kid Talk. Have you had this one before where you read a book to them and you skip over the words because you're like, this is taking way too long?
Oh yeah, we read comic books now, Powerpuff Girl comic books, and there's very large chunks that I just completely skip.
Well, this has happened to me though. I start skipping because I'm like, I don't want to do this, and Joe was like, you didn't say this, and this. Exactly what it says on the page, even though I can't read. How do you know? Do you memorize all the books? Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Can't get away with that. Yeah. Nope. Comic books are hard. When we read like Avengers or something, I just talk about what's in the pictures because
it is because some of them can be very
they're
wordy.
Verbose.
Yes, could be very wordy. So like I could say some stuff.
No kid wants to read the musings of Wolverine or whatever. They just want to see.
What I'm picking up is you both hate reading to your small children.
Yes, hate it.
Just shorter. Everything should be shorter.
Yes.
The G1 started.
G1, baby.
Kicked off.
Best time of the year.
Segue. Kicked off. 2 nights have happened so far. Is there another one tonight?
Probably one soon. I should probably bring up my G1 stuff.
I could just pick up the schedule here. I'm on the site. But
what was Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday? No?
Yeah, it's probably
23rd,
23rd. So yeah, not till Wednesday. 23rd.
Yeah, 23rd, 24th. So these first 2 shows, I guess, were a little bit different than the normal G1s.
Well, they're doing it differently. Where B Block stays with their just does their shows. A Block does their shows, and thankfully, even though I never watched them, like bloated tag matches. Like
There's
I
no
never
tags.
watched it. No
tags.
But there is this crazy rotation of 3 young lions.
Right, young lion
that are
Cup
wrestling on all the shows.
Right,
wrestling. Yes.
What Is it like Young Lions Cup that they usually do or something like that? Is that what this is?
No.
Or is it just they're
No,
just
it's
rotate
just-
fighting each other?
They're just rotating 3 guys. So
Yeah, so it felt a lot different because like, oh, I'm gonna settle in for 3 hours of tag matches here, and then it just was right into Ospreay versus Tokyo Pizimp.
yeah,
Like, whoa.
I was glad, but like I said,
Yeah,
I
it's
skip
nice.
that stuff anyways. So
Sometimes I like the tag stuff because some funny stuff comes out of there, but it's totally skippable for sure.
yeah, oh yeah,
Our first matchup was Ospreay defeating Tokyo Pimp. Ospreay we haven't seen on TV in a long time
yeah.
since all of his boneheaded bullshit.
Yep.
Really haven't seen him. So, what'd you think of seeing him again?
He looks very large. He looks good. Of course, Yujiro is going to be like, Yujiro is the night off in the A block, and B block,
Right.
Yano's the night off. But yeah, it was fine. Yujiro, I mean, Will looks good. He looks very, like I said, very muscular.
How'd you feel about his promo after?
Yeah, that was weird. Almost like heelish or arrogance. I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
Was it a shoot? Yeah, we'll see. I think he's going to turn heel of some kind, I guess. It was very cocky.
Yes, very cocky.
Taichi, my boy, the guy I picked to go to the finals. For some reason, he did defeat Jeff Cobb.
Yeah. It was a good match.
That made me feel good, although I don't think Jeff Cobb's going to win very much.
No, Jeff Cobb's truthfully, like, his matches I'm just not that, like, excited for. Even though Taichi and Jeff Cobb was a good match. Like, I feel like Cobb's just like, I don't know, I feel like he's just been stuck in, like, he hasn't hit that, like.
Part of his problem is he hasn't made a choice on where to be. So nobody can ever push him.
Right.
Because
Is it also because he has the most impressively boring finisher maybe in wrestling?
wow. If you think about it, there was a time where Cobb was so hot. He was on fire.
Yeah.
Now, not really.
Now, do Taichi and Takahashi get to bring Miyawabe and Peter to the ring, respectively?
I don't think so.
Neither one was there. Taichi did get like a weird opening promo video, which made me feel good.
Yes.
Like, ooh, yeah, give him some VTR, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
That means he might win some more matches.
I think Taichi will do well this year.
I think he's going to do well. I don't think he's going to do as well as I thought he was going to do.
He called him afterwards Jeff Hogg. And say he's doing well on behalf of all the sumo wrestlers that he's representing.
Which is funny because Jeff Hogg looks probably better than he's ever looked.
Yeah.
He's very slim and trim.
Yes.
And jacked. But Minoru Suzuki had a slap fight. This reminded me of college. Just a good old-fashioned slap fight between Suzuki and Ishii.
This was match of the weekend up until the main event of the second night, Tanahashi versus Naito. But this is just everything you want out of these guys. Just everything. It was just spectacular.
It was just two bulls fighting.
Yes, it was just terrific.
If two bulls got in a fight in the field, that's what it looked like.
Just terrific.
It wasn't long.
No, it was like 13 minutes.
Yes.
Like in and out. That's all you need.
It wasn't a 2-minute WWE squash.
No, it was not.
No. They went back to the headbutt spot, which I was a little uncomfortable when they went back to the headbutt spot.
Oh, the headbutts.
Oh, please don't do headbutts anymore in New Japan. We don't need that.
No.
But that was good. And Ishii got beat. Somebody got beat by the Gotch piledriver. Which is kind of funny because he never gets the Gotch piledriver and always loses when he tries to apply it. So Suzuki won with that. Switchblade, this was my least favorite, I think, it was a decent match until the end, I guess. Switchblade defeated Shingo while low blowing Shingo. So Switchblade won.
They're gonna have to really figure out a way not to have multiple matches a night end in fuckery.
I don't like fuckery in my G1.
Yeah, well, because
unless it's like really smart, kind of like Yano fuckery, but I really don't like fuckery.
But with Yano, Evil, and possibly like Kenta, it could be a little too much. And then like Takahashi too, and Taichi.
A lot of fuckery. Yeah, Taichi.
Jay White's supposed to be the most hated though. Isn't he supposed to be the most like? He's
not anymore. Evil's the most hated. I'm pretty sure.
Still, he came out and was like,
yeah, he got booed a lot.
Of course, I look like I'm in great shape. Of course, I look great. Like he's really good. I was glad to have him back. He looks great. He looks He like
the first 3 quarters of the match was pretty good.
Yeah.
But he won. I guess you can't have Shingo take a million losses, I guess. I don't know. Kota Ibushi defeated Okada. Very surprising, night 1.
Yeah, this was surprising.
Not
to me, at least. It was like 50. I think most people had like 50-50. But the one thing was this match just never clicked for me. I'll say this. That money clip sucks.
Is that
the finisher?
The Cobra clutch he does? Like, man, it just grinds shit to a halt in the match. It really does, like, I don't know what you're trying to do, bro, but like Okada, like, I get it, you don't want to be one note. Like your
a slow sleeper is not where you should be going.
And it just doesn't even look good.
But that's part of, I feel like the last couple of years, this is the Okada story. He's going to lose 2 or 3 of his first 4 matches, and then he's going to, like, put them together at the end.
Well, that's the thing. People think
so that he's down and he's out. And...
Yeah. There's no reason to think that he won't still win it.
Yes.
Because he lost this match because he very well
He did lose to a man who is trying to become capital G-O-D.
Yeah. Not a wrestling god. An actual god.
The one true Lord.
Our Lord and Savior, Kota Ibushi.
One true Lord. Yahweh himself.
I thought this was a good match.
It just never like really clicked into place for me, or never like not even did take that like final gear. I never even hit a gear for me. It was just like,
wow.
Yeah, it just didn't do it for me. It's that money clip. I was just like, every time you put it on, it's just like tire screeching.
Just kills the whole match.
Yeah.
Night 2.
So first night, I went 3 for 2. 3 wins, 2 losses.
Okay.
So there's that.
Did he? I don't have my picks in front of me, so I don't know. I assume I did really well. I assume it was 100%.
I also think I won 100%.
Yeah, Wally definitely lost Wally's not here, by the way.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to mention.
Never said Wally's not here. Wally's working. He's
saving. Because you never know.
He's out there saving the world because he's a good guy, babyface Wally. So could make it tonight. More important things to do. All right, night 2. Juice Robinson came out looking like Michael Jackson.
Like
I don't know
Deuce
what he was.
And Domino.
It was really weird.
Remember Deuce and Domino from SmackDown?
He looked so stupid. What was this?
It's Juice. He's the flamboyant one. I don't know.
This was so weird.
Did you see his promo?
No, I was gonna look it up, but it hadn't popped out.
It was a very good and very funny promo. As usual, he really cut a great promo.
His G1 promos are one of my favorite things.
Oh, you got it. I'll send it to you later. But I'm
sure it'll pop up on YouTube.
Yeah, the weird like.
What
capris.
Was he wearing? Yeah, he has the capris. He was wearing like
and white beater.
Those weird shoes that don't look like they could be good for wrestling. Look like sketching. Like
he's wearing culottes.
Yeah.
He had like a puffy shirt on.
It was weird.
This is
That's
like
Juice, though, man.
I guess.
And the thing is, people love him. They love him there. He gets stomp, stomp, clap over. He starts doing stomp, stomp, clap, and people start doing it. People love him.
Well, he defeated our least favorite professional wrestler in New Japan, YOSHI-HASHI.
Yeah, Yoshi is just
sucks.
He's just a sweet boy, Yoshi. He's trying his best. He's just
sweet boy who's like 46, just trying his best.
He's like the mascot you see in like.
He's like 20.
The mascot. He's like mascot.
He's not 20. He was in like Nakamura's class. He's been around forever. He sucks. He lost. Juice won.
38. He's 38.
Okay. He's 38. So he was in Ibushi's class. At
go.
least I'm guessing they're the same class.
Yeah.
Ibushi 38 looks 19.
38 looks like this behind me.
Yes.
This. And
the mind of a 5-year-old.
YOSHI-HASHI looks like he's 46, like I said.
Yeah.
Yano, well, let's start with SANADA came out. He was sort of clean shaven. Not clean shaven, but shaved. He had shaved the chin beard.
He had trimmed it.
It's an improvement, but silver is not what you want to be repping if you're going to be a champion.
He has silver hair.
And a very small mask now. Like a baby mask. Little baby skull mask.
Little baby mask. He came out and I thought, uh-oh, we're all in trouble because he is trimmed. Bill, you've been on this train that if he actually cleaned up his act, you would become a champion. And it looks like he had sort of cleaned up his act. So I was like, oh no, things are going bad. So I sent that message to the group and then proceeded to watch him lose to Toru Yano because
that's not a death now. Toru Yano beats everybody.
It's not, but Yano duct taped SANADA to a young boy and they couldn't make it back to the ring.
Couldn't make it back to the ring. Just classic.
SANADA tried to outthink the Sublime Master Thief by putting him in the Paradise Lock outside the ring.
And then while he was doing that, Yano tied him to the young boy, and then
a young boy came and helped untie Yano, and SANADA was like, "What the fuck? Why are you doing that?"
SANADA's the big, dumb, handsome lunk. Like he's athletic to the gills.
Like Gronk.
Yeah, but just like you could trick him with something shiny. You know?
He fell for it and lost. So,
and I always laugh when Yano wins. Like I will always not enjoy it. Like people like get so angry. I see people get so angry, but it's just like I enjoy it.
It's the best way to get people losses in the G1 and stuff, and kind of break it up.
Yeah,
because, it's so serious all the time, and he actually makes it better with his crazy antics. But Kenta, speaking of serious, Kenta and Goto beat the living crap out of each other in this match.
Kenta is just in like full swing with those strikes, like
kicking at full speed.
Yeah, some guy is like keeping stats, and Kenta had like 46 offensive strikes or something like that.
He was kicking Goto in the gut as hard as he fucking could, and in the back. Like, oh my God.
And he won with the submission move.
Yeah, new submission called Game Over.
Game Over.
Which is basically like a crossface.
Yeah, it's like a crossface.
So nothing that interesting, but
but still, he looks good.
Looking good. This was kind of an interesting one. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Evil.
Yeah, this was a shocker.
Evil was kicking the crap out of Zack Sabre Jr. He was actually out techering him. He was more of a dangerous techer than Zack was in the match. And Zack ended up winning with his European clutch, which is the
classic.
This like flippity doodah pinning move where he lands on his own head and like uses his legs to trap him.
Yeah.
And
I love this. Love this. Love this. I love when Sabre gets these wins like that. And man, it only feels like they're like, yeah, Evil, we tried, but yeah. Sorry.
I forgot Dick to Go was there still.
Yeah. See, like all this with Dick to Go and like Evil, like the ref bumps.
A lot of ref bumps again.
2 matches with ref bumps, and like, guys, come on. Like,
and then Evil was pissed and he choked out Red Shoes after the match.
Oh no.
He took his little, what are those things? The mob boss wire that you choke people out with. And
Dick to Go has those.
Yeah, they use that to choke out Red
Piano
Shoes.
wire.
Garrote
Garrote wire.
Surprising.
Garrote wire.
Okay. So,
Garrote wire.
For all you out there trying to kill folks.
I feel like I've learned that in the Hitman series. The Hitman.
Oh,
games.
really?
Yes. Good games.
So no, Zack Sabre Jr. didn't have his crying segment at the end. His tantrum.
No
tantrum. I didn't watch the promo yet, though. I love his promo.
Almost
too.
babyface.
He was very babyface in the match.
Yeah, very babyface like.
I guess because Evil is just so hated. They were crowd was actually chanting ZSJ.
And the thing
clapping ZSJ.
Evil's just does everything heel, just like ref bump, cheating, everything.
Everyone hates him, and even the announcers were cheering. They were chanting GSJ, the Japanese announcers.
Yes, because
we don't have English announcing.
Yeah, you know who loved it. You know who popped is I think is a big ZSJ
the former Evil guy.
No, Liger. Liger's a big
was.
ZSJ guy.
I like how during the one of the hard cams, you could just see Liger's little horns sticking up.
You see his little horns. Little hornies.
Just his little horn sticking up. Final match, Naito versus Tanahashi in an all-time classic G1 kind of match.
Now, this was a match that's just
a great one.
Tanahashi doing the classic dragon screws.
Yep.
Just knowing that, Naito his knees are shot. And just
there's no cartilage left in Naito's knees.
And Naito working on Tanahashi's neck for the Destino, and just it's just these two at their best. Just quality stuff.
This was really I think this was a little disappointing of a weekend.
Really? Oh, the weekend.
As a whole, I thought this match was good, but the rest of the whole picture of G1, it was as great as it could have been.
What was better this week?
What's that?
What's that?
What was better, this match or Chuck E. T?
Chuck E. T.
Oh, what was better? The Tanahashi Naito match was pound for pound better, but you know what?
Street fight was really fun.
Was just super fun.
We'll talk about that later. It was really fun.
The street fight and why it's so good.
This match was obviously the much better wrestling match, but the street fight was. It was what.
It's what wrestling's all about.
It was the other side of the coin, basically.
Yes.
All right, yeah, but G1 as a whole, I thought it was a little bit, I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
What do you think?
Still a lot left to go. A lot of good matches.
Oh yeah, that's 20 nights.
I'm just happy that the thing is there's more quality than bad quality, and that's what I'm happy.
Nothing was horrible. I'm not saying that.
I thought Shingo versus Jay was fun. Was good.
Right.
Next week we got Ishii Wednesday and Thursday, I think. Ishii versus Ospreay.
That'll be fun.
Jay White versus Ibushi should be very interesting. Suzuki versus Taichi.
Yeah, right. Suzuki versus Taichi.
Naito versus ZSJ.
Yep.
See, good. this
Tanahashi versus Yano.
Yeah, this Juice versus Kenta is interesting. Goto, but I feel like YOSHI-HASHI Evil's gotta crush him, right?
Yeah, he's gonna.
Right now,
he's gonna destroy.
5 and 5. 5 for 5. 5 and 5.
10-0.
5 wins, 5 losses.
You think, Bill? 10-0.
10-0.
Wow, good job.
Quick, easy 10-0 for us. Couple of news things happened. There's going to be a Talkin' Choppa Mania 2 coming very soon. Yes. I was listening to them this weekend quite a bit because they had the Young Bucks on their show, and they were on Jericho on Friday, I think, or Wednesday last week. I forget. But they talked about the main event. They said, an eye for an eye? Well, this is a ball for a ball. What the hell? Chad Too Bad versus Sex Ferguson, a ball for a ball. Whatever that means. I don't know. But so Talkin' Choppa Mania 2 is going to happen. Here's a weird one.
Wait, was this one of those podcasts? Sorry, where they once again slammed Heyman?
No, they did not slam Heyman in it.
Because I heard that they did again. I don't know, but it
Um,
seems like it's a daily thing with them.
I'm sure that they have,
Yeah,
but not on Jericho. They didn't make fun of Heyman at all. They didn't really talk about him, I don't think.
Okay.
Maybe I missed it, but here's a weird one. The new crappy WWE game, whatever the hell it's called. I think it's a mobile. Is it a mobile game?
No, it's on all systems.
Piece of trash. Well, apparently Tessa Blanchard is in the game.
Oh, this is so fucking dumb.
Was it fake?
No, it wasn't. But
why? Like,
this is nothing. Literally nothing. It's just like clearly the designer Googled women wrestling and saw that picture.
It's exactly like her though.
It is. Oh, it is. It is. And the guy should probably be Kenta.
Character. It's just her likeness.
No, it's
her. It's a picture of her animated, and she's doing her flex pose or whatever.
This is literally the most non-story of stories that is.
I just think it's weird. I don't necessarily believe that. It means she's going to be in WWF.
The thing is, weird is that game designers and web designers do this all the time with this stuff.
Just steal shit.
Yeah, essentially, it's not that. It's just find pictures online and then just use them as inspiration.
It wasn't inspiration. It is the picture.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I thought it was weird.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Not a lot of other major news going on.
No,
things are pretty quiet. Serena Deeb signed with AEW, which we already knew about.
Oh, the Ivelisse thing, but I guess we'll talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about that right now or in a second. Because Bill, you have a segment to be named later right now.
Yeah, no name, but I got two things that we were very confused about last week. We made mention of NXT announcer Tony Dawson.
Yeah, the original one.
Looking him up, there was a picture that I vaguely recognized, but he was just a boring, nothing announcer. After about a year there, he ended up finding his way to the NHL Network, where he resides now as Tony Wuffman.
Wow.
So he's actually still around and apparently his real name was not used in WWE, if you can believe it.
Wow.
Soccer.
Who was the guy who was the NXT announcer? He was pretty good for a while, and he left and he went to MLW or something. Remember him?
Oh, what's his fucking name?
Or Tom Phillips.
Short guy.
Yeah, very
chubby,
short.
Glasses.
Kind of looked like Iron Eagle a little bit, but
shit, I forget.
Remember that guy? He was pretty good.
I forget.
He was there right when we were watching it all the time. When we had right when the network launched, Tom Phillips was doing something else. I think he was a backstage announcer for Raw. So this dude came in and was I forget his name now, but he was pretty good. And he might be MLW's announcer now.
He's stuck with wrestling for sure.
He was at Wrestle Circus for a while.
Yeah.
But he was a good announcer too.
I cannot believe I can't find this guy.
It was Rich something, I believe.
Right.
Santorum?
Rich Santorum, yep.
Rich Santorum. Nailed it.
That's who it was. Any other segments to name?
Yeah, we couldn't come up with the name of Finn Balor's finisher because it was a year, and trying to nail down a date was tough. It's the 1916, which is the year of the Easter Rising, or the Easter Rebellion. Basically, it was the start of a decades-long movement to gain Irish independence from Britain. So,
hey, Bill, can you let me know where the NXT Season 2 finale was?
The NXT Season 2? That was not yet the women. That would have been...
Oh, boy.
Season finale. It was in Albany, New York, where Caval, a.k.a. Low Key, was named the winner.
Now that you say that, yes, I do recall that, but I would not have come up with it. That's the lost season because it was supposed to still be kind of serious.
Right.
But then once Vince saw who won, he was like, nope, never mind, punting on this forever.
Yeah.
So that NXT announcer, I'm going to say
Rich Brennan. Rich Brennan.
Yeah. Save you time. Rich Brennan. who I can't find information on now, but I'm thinking he does something still. But
Yeah.
doesn't
That he joined Major League
MLW.
Wrestling.
Yeah. It looks like he's still with MLW. So
Yeah.
there you go. All right, let's talk about AEW. Let's just jump right into the parking lot fight, which was the end of the show. But let's just jump right into it because it was the most interesting thing on the show.
Yeah, it was great.
It was kind of like a better Raw Underground, but a street fight.
Like,
they had that like people yelling around cars.
Yeah,
with their lights on. It was very violent.
Yes,
Santana was busted open within like
very quick
a minute or two of the match starting.
Mm-hmm.
Trent, they used 2x4s, like really long, like 12 footers, so they could hit the ground and break them without really hurting someone, which is kind of smart because you really haven't seen that. I mean, you've seen a 2x4 in wrestling, but not like the giant ones. So they were using those, and Trent actually gave himself a black eye. Did you see that?
Yes.
Where he tried to hit Ortiz, and it bounced up and hit himself in the eye. Yeah, giant black eye after that. But yeah, it was just cool moves onto old, like crappy cars, like put somebody on the hood of a truck and do a senton off the top onto him.
Put someone underneath the hood of the truck,
right,
and then do like a
senton from Chuck,
yes,
onto the hood.
It was awesome. The thing is, it's just I can't remember something like such a satisfying end to a like long rivalry than this. This is just like a perfect end to like a long personal rivalry where just the baby faces vanquish the heels by putting them through shit, putting them through boards and shit and pinning them and winning. Like that's what it was. It was just so fun and so good.
And so Chuck was down against a trunk and looked like Santana was going to hit him with a baseball bat. And then he ran up to hit him, and the trunk opened, and Orange Cassidy got out of the trunk and did his orange punch and to like turn the tide for the match. But they look like they're about to be killed, basically, by Santana and Ortiz.
Yeah.
And Trent, before that, Trent got powerbombed through a windshield, which was pretty fucking cool.
It was some really just like
powerbomb through a car windshield.
Tough spots, yeah.
Chuck got powerbombed on top of a car, and then Santana jumped off of another car, doing a splash onto him. That was pretty cool. It did not look. It looked like a lot of painful kind of shit.
Sure.
But, eventually, Orange did the orange punch. Chuck did his. What did he do? He did something to Ortiz. I forget what he did to him. And then Trent did the crunchy to Chuck beat up Santana while Trent did the crunchy to Ortiz through a piece of wood, like a plywood, in the bed of a truck, jumping off part of the truck through that to beat them. And then at the end, they all kind of like got together to celebrate, and the Sue's white van pulled up, and they all got in the van, and then she started to pull away, and then the camera like caught up to him, and she stuck the middle finger out the window, and that's how the show went off the air. This is great. So good. A lot of fun.
Very good match.
And now Chuck Taylor has a 5-star match. Wow.
Deservedly so.
5-star match from Uncle Dave. Yeah, that was really good. The rest of the show,
I thought the rest of the show was good.
I mean, fine, but nothing really.
Jurassic Express versus FTR was good.
Solid, yeah. Solid
Bucks
match. They cheated.
More heel.
They cheated. Young Bucks super kicked referee and then threw money at Tony Khan.
Kazarian and Page, I thought was a good match.
Hangman got a solo victory, and Kenny was on commentary.
I thought that was a very solid match. MJF beat up a jobber.
And he cut a good promo about setting up a stable, which
is very fascinating.
If he sets up a stable, and it's a 4 horseman type stable.
The thing is that
the problem would be Hangman, but I guess he wouldn't be in it.
The thing is that like MJF is terrific alone, just working off himself.
Yeah, he doesn't need us.
But then I think like, man, him working off people that are like really good too, like who could also talk like FTR, or like someone like just like
Sean Spears.
Oh my god, it's anyone but Sean Spears. But like him, I feel like him teaming with people, and like because he's always kind of had that like me versus everyone else. Less like I feel like it would really take him to like an awesome level and just be great.
Does Wardlow become one of them, or is he something different?
I think that would be the end of Wardlow.
Maybe.
Unless it's Wardlow, FTR, and MJF, then maybe.
Private Party versus Jager. Yeah, that's their new name, Jager.
That's like a Journey of Wrestling name.
Yes.
For a tag team that they just make up. Jericho's going after the tag titles.
I thought this was good. I think now Private Party's really, this is what they need, these reps, and they're starting to look way, way better.
You know what I liked about that one is that after Jericho won, was it Mark Quinn? Like kicked Jericho or did a move to him, and I was like,
yeah,
this needs to happen so much more with baby faces in matches, where they lose but then they fight back at the end for cheating. Like, why is no one pissed off about cheating after a match? Like, if I lost by cheating, I would go punch someone. That's what I would do.
I really like Jericho going for the tag belts, knowing that like the tag team division is kind of like the division. Like I think him versus FTR would be very interesting.
Not with Swagger on his team.
Yeah, you're liking something with Swagger right now.
He'll be fine as like a heater, hopefully.
You cannot do interesting with Jack Swagger.
What about Lay Sex Gods? Would you feel better if it was Lay Sex Gods?
Is that him and Sammy?
Yeah.
That'd be much better.
What's up with Sammy? He's hurt? He's not around.
That's a good question.
He's gone.
Maybe they're just letting things cool off a little bit more after that whole Matt Hardy thing.
I suppose.
Thunder Rosa and Ivelisse.
Yeah, let's talk about this. So something happened in this match, and they actually started fighting each other.
What did I say? That this woman is a complete waste and the worst. And like people were then like you saw people be like, no, she's not. Like it was but like you see everything in that GIF. You see everything that I said. Yeah, her just like sitting there and not selling and just like.
Yeah.
Unless this is some sort of like 4D chess thing that Tony Khan's playing at, or whoever's running the women's division, but come on. The biggest thing that's got to tell you is AEW has signed Tainara Conti and Serena Deeb all before their tag team tournament winners. What does that tell you? You know, it's not like they're afraid to sign people right now.
This match was weird too, because wasn't it originally Diamante versus Thunder Rosa?
I don't think so. I thought it was always
I thought they changed it.
I remember it was always Ivelisse, as far as I know.
I don't know. I thought there was some funny business there, but
they clearly were like going at it, and it's just like. The thing is you see like Ivelisse like clearly doesn't care about Diamante. Like she doesn't fist bump her. It's just like,
is Diamante also lumped in this, or are they just kind of randomly attacked?
Diamante's got fired because Diamante ran with LAX for a long time and Proud and Powerful, and it's just Ivelisse is just the worst. And they really just after this just like vanquish her.
It's funny because They were together in Lucha Underground. Thunder Rosa was in Lucha Underground, so was Ivelisse.
Was she still there?
Pretty sure they were both still there.
Was she? Because Thunder Rosa came later.
She was later, yeah. But
I
thought they were there at the same time.
Maybe, yeah. That's just like,
I don't know.
Just a waste.
Yep. That's about it.
Oh, I thought the segment with what was great too.
The cage.
Oh, the cage? The Lance Archer Moxley.
Where Moxley came out to accept a challenge. I got jumped by Starks and Cage.
Love that. And man, Will Hobbs, that dude.
And yeah, Will Hobbs came out as his one of his guys.
Love that dude. That dude is like,
he's like a giant dude who's basically been on their dark matches. Who got
look him
over.
up. I think he's the guy you'd kind of like, Bill. He's just like a big dude who's got like
muscle, dude.
Good. He's got like good baby face, like young baby face fire, and I'm very interested to see. Yeah, he's got some fighting spirit. But I love that.
They're pushing him big time.
Yeah, they just signed him.
That's a big spot for Will Hobbs.
Good. I wouldn't doubt it if like Moxley, handpicked him.
Maybe.
But I'm excited for that match next week with Darby, Hobbs, and
that's
Mox
true.
versus those three.
I also like how Moxley did that, where he was like, Hobbs has got my back, and he looked in the camera like, Darby, you're coming.
Yeah.
You're gonna be my other partner. Like,
and they did announce that Archer versus Moxley at the anniversary show, which is
gonna be on a Dynamite.
October 13th.
Yeah.
And that should be interesting.
I'm not sure how I feel about the two heel factions there, like the Archer, Jake, and the Team Taz, like being one whole thing with two different managers.
Well, they all hate Moxley, so like Moxley Archer said, the enemy of my enemy. Blah, blah, blah.
I suppose.
Is my friend is the end of that blah blah blah.
It's just blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. All right, let's talk about NXT. I was really into the beginning. I watched this, and I was really into the first match, which was Shotzi versus Io.
Oh yeah,
Shotzi, that was a fantastic match.
Shotzi looked great.
She was really good.
Like, I'll have my issues though.
I can't stand the ball pit stuff, but she's a good wrestler.
The thing is, she's come along very well, but the thing that is like, why next week? So next week we've got the Battle Royal, which I know this is the shit NXT does. Why not like have it end in a way or something where like she gets the shot? I feel like Shotzi deserves the shot.
Well, you gotta beat the champ.
Yeah, we'll see. But I feel like they could have.
I don't think she's ready for like title picture stuff. I think this was a smart thing of like, here she is. Here's her as a good wrestler against the best wrestler,
right?
The best women's wrestler. Here she is looking good. She loses the match, but gets respect from the champion. So like way later down the line, she's elevated. Yeah. She can do this for real another day.
I think you're right, because this is the same match that they had if you say this is a title match. Nothing in the match changes. But now you don't have to say, well, she already had her chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a non-title match.
Right. So, but it's the same match, but now you don't say, well, she already had a shot at the title. Even though it's just words. I mean,
who wins this? Who wins the Battle Royal?
I don't remember who's in it, but probably
Rhea.
Probably Rhea.
Maybe, yeah. Rhea.
I'm kind of tired of whatever happened to Rhea. Like, I don't know. It's not her fault, I guess.
The other one would be Candice, but I think they're cooking something with her.
With her and Tegan.
Yeah.
Other thing that happened that I wrote down was Damian Priest defeated Tim Thatcher.
Yep.
Good match.
Yeah, good match. Like I said, I think Damian Priest is a fine wrestler.
He did all right.
Shotzi Blackheart are similar in that if all they're doing is wrestling, I enjoy them. It's when they get in front of me that I can't stand it.
Right.
He was a full creep to the backstage announcer, inviting her to his party.
Of course,
Yes.
right. He's a creep. They got enough creeps on the NXT roster. They don't need any help.
Really. Well, we saw another creep. It seems like Kushida is the creep killer.
Yeah.
Because he came out and kicked the shit out of Austin Theory.
Yeah. He's out to take out all the pedos.
Yep.
He looks like he's starting to look like New Japan Kushida, where he just wants to murder. If he starts punching necks, I will be fully excited for this.
That's crazy how they have just blown it with him. Absolutely blown it.
You know who I think maybe my new blue chipper? I'm going to put it in there. Here's my blue chip. Putting it down. New guy. Desmond Troy.
I mean,
who?
He's on his second name in NXT already.
They trademarked it, so
Desmond Troy.
Yep.
What was his name before? Was he Tahuti?
Was he No, he wasn't Tahuti.
He was something else.
Oh wow.
He was somebody else.
Tahuti.
Is that him?
No, Tahuti dresses in like cool clothes. Desmond Troy is just like a wrestler.
He was somebody else though. This is his second name now.
Probably.
Denzel Dejournay.
Yes.
Rough stuff.
But still, I like that Jake Atlas came out, challenged Ciampa.
Good promo.
Yeah. I'm glad. I hope he gets the win, or hope,
No.
But
I don't think that's happening. But
when Jake Atlas got jumped, Kyle O'Reilly appeared, and two things happened.
Right.
Went full babyface.
Leave
him alone, and also set up a match between Ciampa and O'Reilly.
Oh. Yes.
That
was good.
Now, who wins next week? They announced their Aztec Warfare. Just their mini Aztec Warfare, because this Aztec Warfare was kind of like a Royal Rumble, like a gauntlet where people came in and the only way you had to
That's how
win.
They had like 5 title changes on one show.
That's right.
In Lucha Underground.
But I like this match. It should be. Did you see who's announced for it yet?
No, I don't think so.
It's a gauntlet where every 4 minutes someone comes in. Only way you're eliminated is by pin or submission. It is Kushida's starting it. I think it goes Kushida, Kyle O'Reilly, Timothy Thatcher, Cameron Grimes, Bronson.
What do you get if you win it?
You get the next shot at the pay-per-view.
At the main belt?
Yeah, at Finn. I feel it's not Thatcher.
No, because he hasn't won a single match since he turned heel.
I feel like it's too soon for O'Reilly.
Yeah, that'll be Ciampa messes with him or something.
I feel like it's too soon for Bronson.
Yeah, no. It's not Kushida.
I think it's
Bronson.
You don't think it's Kushida?
No. I hope it is, but I don't think it's Kushida.
I'd be fine with Kushida or Cameron. But the thing is this is gonna be here's
what's gonna happen. It's gonna be someone's either gonna be added to the match because that's the NXT way. You're gonna add somebody in, or some schmozilla where the next week you're gonna have the real winner decide.
Oh no, I hope
one or the other.
They don't do, but I think Grimes wins because Grimes can take a loss to Finn. You know, because he's
gonna face Finn at a pay-per-view or on TV.
Pay-per-view at the next takeover.
I think
which is 3 weeks.
That's gonna be hard.
I think
Grimes.
I think we have a way higher opinion of Cam Grimes than like the public does, right?
I don't know. We'll see. But
it's hard to tell with no fans. It's really hard to tell.
The thing is that this person's gonna lose.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So yeah, maybe Bronson
all of them can. All of them can lose, except for maybe Kyle O'Reilly.
I don't know.
Kushida's lost 1 million matches,
but still, they're building him back up.
If they're gonna reheat him, then he can't take a loss. If they're gonna reheat him,
he's gonna take a loss, and then have another feud that he wins. Maybe
I could see Velveteen Dream interfering or something like that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's a lot of interference. We just fantasy booked though. We got Velveteen interfering. We've got Chomp interfering.
Let's see.
It's going to be a really dusty match. WCW like 1997 kind of
Xia
match.
Li possibly turning heel.
She is like crazy jacked. She looks crazy.
Yeah.
She really needs to. She needs a bit more depth to her character.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So it'd be interesting to see something good.
I want to see her do something.
The women's division does not have any top heels, so maybe that's the trick.
There's not enough heels on NXT.
Tag match was good.
Yeah.
Tag team championship match was good.
Oh yeah, Fandango won.
Back to Europe.
Breezango or whatever.
Oh, did you watch NXT UK?
No, I was actually busy this weekend, and it was never even a thought to watch it.
NXT UK's biggest fan. Direct quote right there.
You know what?
Never even a thought to watch it.
Did you see Pete Dunne's new title?
What title did he have?
NXT UK producer.
Oh.
Okay.
Which is interesting. Wow. Because
is he an EVP?
It's the EVP. But yeah, I'm guessing they probably, it's very interesting. Even in my producer, I cannot think of a wrestler, a current who could be a
in
current
WWE
wrestler.
that's producer.
Yeah, that's a producer.
The only one I can think of the past however many years in WWF is Triple H himself, because he was a wrestler and a producer at the time.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
So he obviously sees a lot and doesn't want to give him up.
Yeah.
That's,
the Drake and Killian story is kind of funny still.
I don't understand what it is, except for Drake is dumb.
Well, that's what he's just like, I'm going to fight, and then Killian just knocks him out, and it's funny.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Being the Elite. I forgot to talk about Being the Elite.
I did see the very funny skit.
Did you see the skit? Yeah.
Where they, with Silver and Reynolds.
Yes, dressed up in the giant Brody.
Yes, jacket.
Brody's coat is as big as both of them together on each other's shoulders.
Yes, this is very funny.
And
then I saw Sue.
Sue came in and tried to give them lunch or whatever.
And then
did you see Brody just laughing his ass off too? Yeah. They were all just busting, just like completely busting kayfabe laughing.
Yeah. It was very funny when she tried throwing papers at John Silver.
Yeah, they all started laughing when she couldn't throw the papers at him.
Yeah, it was very funny.
Yeah, that was the best part of Being the Elite.
Yes, yeah,
for sure. All right, do we want to do a Booker Man or anything? Because Wally's not here. To give us his top 5 pumpkin spice lattes. Whatever. I'm looking forward to that list, Wally. You don't listen, but I'm saying it on the show. I'm looking forward to your top 5 pumpkin spice. Oh, treats at Starbucks. I'm sorry.
Pumpkin spice treats. No, we'll drop because I haven't looked at this stuff. We did. Wally needs to start playing.
Yeah, what the hell? I keep looking at it, and he's never playing.
I know.
Hey, you know what we should do? Let's book a crappy. Let's book Wally's TV for him right now.
We can't.
What are you talking about? We can't. You have the controls.
Yeah, I can. That's true.
Let's book the shittiest TV we can ever book for Wally because he hasn't done it.
No, it's Backlash. We're gonna book shitty Backlash for him.
We're gonna book a crappy pay-per-view for Wally because he hasn't done his job. Okay, right, this is perfect.
Can you see it? You got it.
Yep. This is gonna be great. He's gonna get so pissed.
Okay, so he's got Stone Cold.
Let's get all the titles off these motherfuckers.
So Jumbo's facing Spike.
Obviously.
Yep. Jumbo Ceruto is champion versus Spike Dudley. Perfect.
Stone Cold versus
He's not a champion though.
Stone Cold's not a champion. Yeah, he is. He's the light heavy. He won the Rumble.
He's got a Rumble. Put the contract up and have him lose it.
Lose to Rick the Model Martel.
Yeah. Yep. Did you put the contract up? Okay, perfect. Yep.
Then we've got
Jim Duggan is overdue for the title.
Ken Shamrock.
Absolutely. He's got to get the Intercontinental title. He's never won one.
Tito.
European champion.
Tito versus this guy.
That guy.
This guy.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's see the tag teams. Who's the tag team champs? The
Bump and Guts.
Who's XF?
They obviously got to lose to the Tokyo Titans, whoever they are.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Oh man.
Trio. Isn't your trios belt?
And Goldberg is light heavyweight.
Jerry
to a
Lawler.
real height.
Jerry Lawler.
Viscera.
Ooh, Louis
Oh yeah, Big Vis.
Oh yeah, Big Vis.
Easy.
Big
Big
Vis.
Vis. 2 left.
Is there a trios title?
No.
Who else can we bury?
Randy can lose to X-Pac.
Okay.
And the Hardys can beat someone else.
And then, you know what? We'll tag team 2-on-2. Kane and Triple H will lose to the Hardy Boys.
Get the young guys going.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. I
Hey,
like what we got here.
Oh yeah.
Looks good.
Looking good, Wally. Looks great.
Play.
Thanks for playing.
Maybe we'll add a finish or two. That'll waste his money. Hardy Boys. Wow.
Yeah, we're just rooting his promotion in general, but okay.
4-star match.
4-star match. Not bad.
Wow, maybe we're improving. Maybe we're improving this, you know?
3-star.
What'd you get, Wally, for not playing?
Look at that.
X-Pac.
Look at how over Xbox get now.
Yeah, look at how not over Randy got.
Big Vis.
Big Vis wins the
and
light heavyweight title, but he's injured.
We'll keep it out.
Vacate.
No, we'll keep it on him.
Oh, okay. Just for comedy purposes when he opens it back up. Bump and Guts have to lose to Tokyo Titans for sure.
Tokyo Titans.
Oh, poor Wally. He's going to get so angry with us.
This guy is going to be Tito.
All right, this guy way over.
Yeah. Tito, way under.
4 stars.
Ken Shamrock versus Jim Duggan.
Jim Duggan.
Oh.
Jim at the prime, 43 years old. Low intensity.
Ouch.
Low
2.5 stars. That's it. Ouch.
And then Stone Cold's going to lose to Rick the Model.
Stone Cold loses his guaranteed match contract.
This is a 4.5-star match.
What? Austin got over.
Yeah.
Austin. And then,
oh no, Spike Lee gonna win. Squash Jomo Tsuruta.
No, I don't want to waste his money.
All right, so Spike Dudley beats Jomo Tsuruta.
Whoa! Look at that.
4.5. How did the pay-per-view do?
Paper did 3 3/4. Not bad.
Better than what he could have done, probably.
Yeah, probably. Barely Legal delivers a show. Don Fry suffers injury. This is all our stuff. Match of the year contender.
No, it's not. It's ECW.
That's right. That is all of our.
Hey, wait, I see WCW. Go on. What's the WCW?
Spray has
fantastic match at Spring Stampede.
Park,
and Scott Hall and
Scott Hall my boys, the Gangsternators.
And Hollywood Hogan becomes hot.
Ooh, hot.
Where's your stuff, Mary?
Oh, yeah, let's look at our stuff. Barely Legal. New Japan. Oh, I lost some fans.
Yep.
69.
Backlash.
Nice.
47,000 buys.
Look at you guys, Wally and Ryan tie.
Bill came in last. Wow. Bill was first last time, right?
No, I was first the first week. I've been falling since.
Wow. Who's up actually now?
Now it's anyone.
Oh, okay. So now he can...
Oh, what's this?
Uh-oh.
What's that, Bill?
Uh-oh.
Some of our superstars are in trouble. Law enforcement agencies identified 6 superstars. Steven Regal, Scott Hall, Terry Funk, Fit Finlay, Kendo Cashin, and Tommy Dreamer. All now. Oh, Bill, what are you going to do?
Wow.
Are you going to suspend?
I got to take a look at that.
Didn't you already have a plane ride from hell?
Yeah, of course I did.
And you had to suspend everybody from the plane ride from hell?
I just stick into the script on WCW here.
Wow.
Steroid scandal with Scott Hall, Steven Regal. We have the option to...
I think my champion right now.
A lot of heavy hitters in there.
No, we can't do anything. You've got to figure this out. We can't do anything.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Let me see. Regal, Hall, Funk, Finley, Cash and Dreamer. Go and see who's my champion. Is that Scott Hall?
Oh, let's see.
And that's with Michaels already on the.
I can't do it. Well, you know, wait a second. Let me see. I think I could get around it. Well,
there you go.
I can't.
All right. Well, Regal is not. He's in stuff, but he's not.
The thing is that I feel whenever I've ever done it, I've suspended. But now I feel like, what's gonna happen?
You can't. You already had the plane ride from hell.
Hit the red button.
Hit the red. Suspend them.
Do it.
Suspend them all.
Understood.
Drug scandal event. All of them are suspended 1 month. Man. Wow, you look at all those guys who are out.
Stevie Ray, Cynthia May. Oh no.
Kobashi is suspended.
Wait, Mike, you want Stevie Ray back?
Ooh.
Shawn Michaels.
Baby.
Wow.
Well, let's see. See what Ryan's got going on. Anything? Ultimate Dragon suffered an injury.
Yeah, he broke his wrist. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Nothing happening for you guys.
Let's see mine. Illness event. Oh, Dr. Knight.
Norman Smiley is hurt.
Oh, Norman. Look at all those fans I've got. What?
What's the fan check? Where are we at, fans? What's the company look?
Wait a second. Let me see something. Wait. Oh, right. That was a lot. I just thought it was like maxed out. Let's see. Manage. No job.
Companies.
Here we go. WCW still winning.
Still on
overall
top for fans.
WWF just nosediving. All Japan and then New Japan. Let's check our buys.
Ooh, what a graph.
Ooh.
Oh wow, whoa, what happened to WWF? Our shitty booking?
WrestleMania.
Oh, the WrestleMania drop off.
WrestleMania.
Wow.
Did WrestleMania do as well as Starrcade or no? It didn't. Wow.
It didn't.
But I'm still doing best in buys. And now let's check out viewers. Oh, what is that? Wait, let me take a. I don't know. Oh, this is just one. This is just the 1 week.
We only had 1 week of TV.
Where I did the best in 1 week of TV. What did ECW do in the 1 week? 1 point.
Crushed us all is what they did.
Fan change. Ooh, ECW's dipping. Here we go. We're all up in the same league. Pretty much. So, yeah.
Right in the same. Very confusing charts.
Yes.
Sometimes. All right. So Wally will be surprised by that and be very upset.
Actually, let me see something from mine.
Next pay-per-view.
Who's anyone? Let's check the indies. Anyone there? Johnny Smith, eh? Jay Brown.
Good old Johnny Smith.
Who else is there? Anyone?
Can we recruit dudes?
Yeah. Well, let me see. Goodwins. Recruit. Ooh,
Godwins?
the Goodwins. The Godwins. Goodwins, same thing. Faces of Fear. DOA. All right, that's the Nazi guys, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
Yep, the Breaker Gang.
New Midnight Express. Kai and Tai. Stray Dogs.
What the hell are they?
The Flock 3. Blue Meanie. How many points? 300. Jack Boot. Marty Jannetty. Should I get Marty?
Psychosis?
Let me just try and find someone to recruit just to see. Oh, but what?
Oh!
Yes, please.
Suzuki? What does that mean?
I'm recruiting.
Alfie Cole has been assigned to recruit Minoru Suzuki?
He is my, if you go to view,
staff.
Alfie is my scout, and he's trying to recruit. You know what? And he recruits him.
Okay.
So I have to recruit him.
No, you better not. Bill, there's Ultimate Warriors here.
Yeah, so go get him.
And there's Dwayne Gill. And there's John Tenta, Gangrel, Sid Vicious.
Psycho Sid. Wow.
And my other one, FMW, just signed Kurgan. So
I saw that. Looks
That was
very
funny.
exciting.
I think you know how they, even in like the free where you don't get to recruit, they give you like here's how much we think you should pay him.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Kurgan is minus 150.
Yeah. That never works.
I think I signed him for 100.
Yeah. Good old Kurgan. You gonna push him right to the moon?
I'm gonna push him right into the mid card.
All right. That's the end of this one. We're coming back. We had to make an adjustment because Wally was unable to make the show, so he couldn't do. We never even said what it was. It was supposed to be It was going to be Demolition Man, which
That
Mike,
would
you
be
were
amazing.
very excited to watch.
Oh man, Demolition Man's fucking awesome.
Oh,
Better
boy.
or worse than Roadhouse?
No, not better. It's like Con Air level good.
All right. So we'll be watching that probably next week, right? What'd you say?
Are we gonna do it next week, or are we gonna figure that out later?
We'll have to see.
I'm assuming if Wally returns, then we'll do Demolition Man next week. But this week we're doing another combo platter Bill show where you're doing Nothing to Report, the Jericho miniseries, like web series that was on Comedy Central, plus Jericho on the dating game
Oh man,
with WCW stars, which is really weird.
It sure
So it's another fun combo show from Bill, and we're going to do that coming up next. So that's it. This one's over. Peace out.
see ya.